There can be no life without order. Good, evil, darkness, light. There must be balance in the universe. Such is the decree of the Charred Council, an ancient body charged by the Creator to preserve the very fabric of existence. But the balance has been broken. Even now, Earth smolders in ruin, fallen to the demon lords, and the Destroyer carves a new kingdom amongst his mighty chosen. Some say the Horseman War triggered the apocalypse, that he rode to Earth unbidden and doomed all of mankind. But what of the other horsemen, fearless enforcers of the Council's will? What of fury, strife, and death? To know those names, you must first know another. Nephilim, cursed union of angel and demon. The Nephilim had countless realms to pursue and burned them to ash. But 4 amongst them grew weary of the slaughter and feared their conquest would imperil the balance. And so a truce was made. The 4 would serve the Council in exchange for unimaginable power. Thus were the dreaded horsemen formed, and the riders' first task was to purge their own brethren from creation, to annihilate the Nephilim and destroy their souls. Let us now cast our gaze to one amongst the 4, not War, who lies chained at the Council's feet, professing his innocence, but one who would save his brother above all else. He has many names: Kinslayer, Executioner, Death.
Darksiders 2 lets you take control of Death, one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. The core gameplay is an action role-playing hack-and-slash style. The game makes frequent use of interactive puzzle elements requiring the player to think their way through a series of levers, doors, elevators, portals, and more in order to traverse areas and reach objectives. Maps are vast and each contain open-world regions that can be explored freely on foot or by horse, along with numerous dungeons where quest objectives are generally carried out. There are main and side quests, with main and side boss fights. Worlds can be traversed via fast travel, whereby the player can teleport to certain map points instantly. While inside a dungeon, the player is allowed to fast travel back to the overworld while saving their dungeon location for continuation later without losing progress. Death is aided by Despair, a horse that is available for use in open areas of the overworld for faster travel, and Dusk, a raven that guides him to his objectives. Death's primary weapons are 2 scythes, one wielded in each hand. Secondary weapons include melee weapons like hammers, axes, and maces as slow options. Fast options are generally gauntlet-style weapons that provide the player with claws and other bladed arm extensions, at the expense of less range and power than the slow weapons. There are several different movement options including swimming, running along walls, and climbing options that are available on specially placed wooden elements such as wall pegs and beams. In the course of quest, Death acquires Death Grip, which operates as a grappling hook on certain objects, and Voidwalker, other abilities like Soul Splitter, and Interdiction as acquired, which allows the player to control multiple characters to traverse puzzle areas. Health, Wrath, and Reaper resource meters display on screen whenever they change, along with an experience meter that shows how close the player is to the next character class level. Wrath is the game's mana type system, being a resource used for special abilities. Reaper is a separate resource used for the Reaper ability, and when full, Death can transform briefly into his Grim Reaper form, which is more resilient and deals more damage. There are 8 player statistics, including a character class level that increases at various experience levels. Each new level gives the player a skill point that can be used in a skill tree that contains new abilities. Other statistics can be increased by equipping items, with each item having various statistic-altering characteristics. The player's inventory contains 7 different pages of equipment classes, primary and secondary weapons, shoulder, armor, glove, boot, and talisman, with an additional page for quest items. New equipment can be acquired via enemy drops, looting chests, or purchasing from vendor characters. New combo moves can also be purchased from trainer characters. Stone bites, which are colored stones hidden throughout the world, can be collected after several quests have been completed, and traded to a character named Blackroot in groups of 3 in exchange for various permanent statistics upgrades. There are 3 stone bite types indicated by their color: and the particular combination traded determines which upgrade is received. Money is dropped by enemies in chests, and can be acquired by selling items to vendors. Special, possessed weapons are rarely acquired, which provide another more unorthodox mechanic for trading an unwanted item, whereby the possessed weapon can be upgraded by sacrificing other lesser items to it.
splash.